No, I ain't no raising no queer. You better get your ass back to the steel mill and you're gonna like it. Get back.
The starting of the week at Summit Talks, you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday. Negotiations breaking down. See those leaders start to frown. It's Sword and Gun Day.
Now we're back.
We're back.
Episode 9.
9. That's a lot.
It's a lot of podcast episodes for us. It's a lot of
Did
talking.
Speaking of 9, did I ever tell you about the German girl I dated?
No.
No? All right. We used to have this like this sex competition where she would rate my scores out of 10. All right. And I put it in her ass and she said 9. It was the highest score I've ever gotten.
What the fuck? That checks out. That honestly, I like that. That actually leads in really well to our current event of the day.
Perfect.
So Deshaun Watson.
Oh, great.
Deshaun Watson, 6-game suspension from the NFL season. Too many, too little suspension.
I don't know. Like, it's the NFL. Like, Ray Lewis killed a man and then played like a couple more seasons.
True.
Like,
fact.
I don't know. Either fucking send him to jail or let him play. Like,
apparently he's settled 24 of the lawsuits, sexual misconduct lawsuits with
what does that leave? Like 78?
Yeah, I think there's like 10 or 15 left.
Dude, how many massage parlors are there in Houston?
They're all personal. They all come to his house.
Great.
I feel like Calvin Ridley should appeal his suspension now.
That was fucking that was weird. He was betting on his own team to win or something like that, right?
It was only one game.
I wonder how much money it was.
1,500.
That's a chunk of change. Did he win his bet or lose his bet?
No, the Falcons lost. The Falcons lost.
So you're banning him for a year for lighting $1,500 on fire
on his own team to win when he wasn't even playing that year.
Yeah.
So
that seems a little wrong.
And now we got Deshaun Watson just feeling up masseuses, whipping out his penis, and now he's 6 games.
I'm so sore.
Dude, he's like, oh no, my towel fell again.
Oh, it's all that slippery oil.
Sir, this is the 6th time your towel has fallen off the table.
They're having him like show up in like full suits.
Oh
like,
God.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I would have liked to seen something a little bit more repercussions because he's also getting $200 million. Dude. I mean, in the world we're living in, I can't believe that this is kind of flying, but whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like the NFL. I mean, they don't have I would say it would be a stretch if they have like a problem with their players, but it seems to be like they're the league with the most like incidents.
Yeah.
It feels like something's always going down in the NFL. So it's like, I don't know.
I mean, it's like Miles Bridges in the NBA is going to go to jail for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So what did he do again? I keep forgetting.
He beat the shit out of his wife.
I'd say that's a little. Is that worse?
Is that worse? It's physical assault versus just whipping out your penis to
serial sexual assault.
Yeah, to serial. That's a hard one. I don't know if I don't know where the fine line is on which one's worse, but I mean, physically like beating someone. I mean, it's up there.
You know, you're with this person. You say you love them. They trust you, and then you just beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah, and like they post the pics of it.
Oh,
pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
But, on to better things. Deshaun Watson, 6 games. Don't draft him in your fantasy league. Probably not a hot commodity this year.
It sucks because, like, I like the Browns.
Me too. I want them to be good. I'm a Baker guy.
I like Baker too.
I love Baker. I hope he starts with the Panthers.
Dude, watch him be really good.
That would be sick.
I mean, I don't know. Is their offensive line any good? I feel like it's not.
I don't think it is, unless Sam Darnold is just that bad.
Yeah,
he could be that bad.
Very well is the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be one of those things where like, nah, he just needs to get out of New York. All right, he was 10, and then he got out of New York and he was throwing dime interceptions.
He's pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah, he's bad at the sport.
But it's okay. We got a few more weeks till football is truly back.
I can just baseball and soccer, I think, is what I'm.
You're just sticking to it. You're sticking to it.
I have to. I sound like too much of a fucking nerd if I'm like refreshing my ESPN app like every minute to know like what's going on in the world.
Yeah, I look at the ESPN app too much, and they give bad stories. They don't even have good stories.
Yeah,
it's just annoying. All right, A Knight's Tale, 2001 smash hit, 65 million to make 118 million at the box office. Oh. Young Heath Ledger.
Was that 65 to make 118?
Yeah. Okay. 65 to make 118 at the box office.
That's crazy. I don't know how it was back then, but if you make double your money now, you're losing because not only you spend about your budget on marketing afterwards. So that movie did probably not too well, but
not as well as people wanted.
It started strong.
Yeah.
I like the first like hour, I'd say. Like I like the beginning where it's the three crew and they're like, I love movies that start in the action.
Yeah.
Like immediately movie starts, dude's dead. They have to figure out what to do. You kind of get what's going on.
They're just looking at him and goes, yeah, he's dead.
Heath Ledger's got dreadlocks
and a beard.
Jamaican. He looked like Andy Samberg in that old SNL skit. That one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was wild. And then Paul Bettany, I loved him when he first showed up. And then he just kept talking. And then
he just talks and talks.
Yeah. And he kept talking. What was the dude's name? Like Wat.
Oh, yeah. Wat.
Yeah. I didn't like their shtick. Like they were just fighting the whole movie. I don't know.
Paul Bettany maybe gives one of the better rousing.
Why is he like fat?
No, what are you saying?
Oh, that was fantastic. Although no one was roused.
I was roused by his speech.
I was fired up. It was no Aragorn in Return of the King.
That's a fact.
You know. But yeah, I love how like every fat guy in a movie is either a dork or like hella inspirational.
Yeah.
Like every fat friend is like either Sam or he's Neville Longbottom.
Yeah, the fat guy this movie is just a family man, just wants to get home, just wants to see his family.
Yeah, and then they're like, "How long has it been since you've been back?" And he was like, 7 years. It's like,
sir, your family's probably dead. It's medieval Europe.
Take your 5 septums and get home, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I think they made a decent amount of money where he could have left.
Oh yeah, easy. He's holding around a solid gold horse at one point in the movie, and yeah, no, that was fun. I don't know. It was a cool movie. I thought the bad guy was kind of like, I like the actor. He looked very like very angry.
Yeah, but bad guy. Like,
yeah, he was. Yeah, but that's what his character was. He was like, just I'm the stuck-up rich king, so I don't have to like anybody.
He delivers my favorite quote from the movie. He goes, "You've been weighed, you've been measured, and found wanting." That's like Skip Bayless every week to like LeBron.
That's how LeBron misses a free throw. You just post that.
he starts tweeting that out.
Wanting.
You've been found wanting.
Yeah.
It's a definitely early 2000s movie.
Oh yeah, like it felt like it was like they could have had that same movie, but just have it be in a high school.
Who would you recast if you did the movie now as Heath Ledger?
Dude, I bring his corpse.
You just bring his corpse. You just bring Heath Ledger back.
Yeah,
no one else could do that role.
No, dude. I don't know. Like it feels like it would either be him or like a young Leo or somebody.
That would have been good.
He's probably a little old, but I was thinking Charlie Hunnam. Do you know who he is?
I don't know who Charlie Hunnam is.
The Guy Ritchie movie with Matthew McConaughey. Have you seen The Gentleman?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah, The Gentleman was awesome.
Blondie with the Yeah.
That would have been good. He was in King Arthur, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. He was.
What do we rank these movies? King Arthur or A Knight's Tale?
I feel like A Knight's Tale is more rewatchable.
Yeah.
Like a King Arthur, you have to be really into that shit to like that one. I feel like I like that kind of stuff, but Knight's Tale, I feel like most people could get into it.
Yeah. I remember was it King Arthur had like a 19% on Rotten Tomato.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to see this movie. And then I saw it expecting it to be terrible, and it was awesome.
It was sick.
It was so dumb. And then like David Beckham shows up. He's like, you can't pull the sword. And David Beckham was like, whoa.
It's actually like that movie and like the Robin Hood they did around the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like those all got terrible ratings. I was like, it's kind of good actually.
Did you like the Robin Hood one? I never saw it. I like the actor though.
I like the actor and the style they did it in, but like some of the sets and costumes, I was like, really? Wow. This is what you came up with?
Did you ever see I think it was like 2014, The Legend of Hercules?
Oh, with The Rock?
No.
Or is it the other one?
The white guy one that came out on the same time.
Yes. And I didn't like that one.
No, it literally looked like they got their props from Party City.
It was like the movie Immortals.
Yes. Yeah. It was just, I mean, I think Hercules was even more dog shit.
Yeah, it was.
Actually, I kind of like the Rock version.
The Rock version was better. I feel like those movies are why they stopped making Greek mythology movies.
Yeah, probably.
Because those all did so terrible.
Yeah, and they fucked up Percy Jackson. So like they can't go back to that for a little while. Although I think they're trying right now.
Yeah, they're doing a Disney Plus series, and I can't have any expectations for it.
No.
It's fine. Do you see HBO Max is doing a merger with Discovery Plus?
What?
Yeah, they just pulled so they shelved Batgirl. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. It was wasn't it 90 million to make?
Yeah. And then they just were like, imagine how shit that movie had to be. Like if some CEO saw it and was like, no,
we're not even gonna put it on HBO Max.
No.
Brendan Fraser was in it.
That part made me sad. Like you look at Brendan Fraser now and he looks like he's been through it. You know, it's fun to see him back.
But now this got shelved. I mean, they'll probably release it at some point because of the backlash. But yeah, they just HBO Max just got rid of 6 original Warner Brother things, and then they cut off 70% of their development team, I guess.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool. Were they just was it? I got to figure that out because I don't know. It seems like HBO makes good stuff.
Everyone likes HBO Max. I feel like it's actually has better content.
Yeah, maybe they were just losing money or something because
maybe
with Amazon they have their originals, but then also they have a big wealth of rented, you rent stuff. You know,
yeah, they have every movie ever.
Yeah, I just rented A Knight's Tale on Netflix, or not Netflix, on Amazon. So I don't know. That's weird.
It's better. Streaming wars coming to an end. Streaming wars coming to.
Yeah. I don't know.
Paramount Plus doesn't even work.
Dude, it never fucking works.
It just doesn't work.
All the games I want to watch on it. All the the Champions League, the USA soccer games, it's got all that shit.
Doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't fucking work.
And I just got pissed because it's it's not even soccer season, and I forgot to cancel my subscription, and it just charged me $10, and I was like, fuck.
Is that what you do in the off season? You just cancel it?
Yeah.
You renew it when it comes back.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah. Or it's my Xbox is mad at me because I'm not renewing my Game Pass. It's
Game Pass.
I'm not really playing any of the Game Pass games right now.
Alex and I, so we both got the new Xboxes, and we both just re-downloaded GTA. And
that's the third Xbox that thing's on.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. And now we're doing heists from different rooms in the house. We're just doing online heists.
Yelling at each other about percentages.
Yeah. You can just hear me down the hall saying, please don't leave me behind.
Yeah. What is it? Me and you should hop on this at some point, but me and my boys have been doing a lot of pro clubs recently.
Oh, you're back on pro clubs.
Oh, dude, we had 8 people in yesterday. It was absolute pandemonium.
No way.
But we might be the best online soccer team in the world. So
8 people's pretty good. We only used to have 3 or 4.
It's crazy. I literally played left back.
No way.
Everybody took all the positions.
That can't even be fun. That's just like
It was pretty sick, to be honest.
Okay, left back was still good.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll have to jump on. The hot versus crazy scale. Are you familiar with such a thing?
I am. I've heard of this theory.
Good. Do you think the theory holds up in day-to-day life for people? Not that our girlfriends aren't crazy, but pre-women, wives.
Yeah. Well, I think it's complicated because I think every girl's crazy.
True.
Like, including my girlfriend. Probably yours too. But so I guess it's really just like, I guess it's just a one-sided scale of, is it hot enough to matter, or are they hot enough to matter?
Yeah. Maybe I should describe it for the people who don't know what the hot crazy scale is. On one axis, you have crazy. Yeah. So you have crazy, but if they're a certain amount of crazy, they have to be a certain amount of hot. So if they're going to be crazier, you want them to be hotter.
Yeah.
But if they're less crazy, it doesn't matter if they're less hot.
Yeah.
So in experience, it turns out I think it holds up in my defense. I think if they're not as crazy, if they're crazier and they're not as hot, you don't want to deal with their bullshit.
Yeah. That's the base of it. Although you don't want them to be too not crazy.
Yeah.
Then they got nothing going on.
You want some edge.
Yeah, you need a little bit of edge to it. And we're all people, You want them to be comfortable enough with you to show you they're crazy.
Yeah, you want them to have interest. You don't want them to be a blank slate.
There's a name in here that I can't. We've been thinking it for the last couple of minutes.
We've both been thinking it, but that's the best part. That's the best part.
Yeah, it's.
You want them to be interesting.
That's so fucked. But yeah, I think it is.
I think it holds up,
but also, I think also, sorry.
No.
There are plenty of girls that are too crazy for how they act, like the classic of you think you're hot shit sort of person, like come around dumping all their drama on you, and you're like, dude, I don't care.
All that baggage. You don't want all that baggage.
No,
even sometimes, like, I don't care how hot you are.
Yeah.
I know you're crazy because you have like one friend and that person sucks.
Yeah. That person's mute and deaf.
Yeah.
Kind of look around.
That's always the worst when like you start talking to a girl and you're like, oh, like, what are your friends like? She's like, like, I don't really like have a lot of friends. And you're like, what? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
She's like, well, everyone just sucks.
I mean, I kind of say that sometimes.
Though, I mean, I hate a lot of people, but like, we have friends.
Oh yeah.
Allegedly friends.
Yeah,
we have each other.
That's why we podcast with each other in states. We manage to slip it in there when we're not hanging out with folks,
Yeah, we're like so social for everyone.
What was that, buddy?
Yeah. I'll be there in a second. Stop knocking on my door, friends.
Yeah. Quit hounding me, everyone.
I'll see you guys later at the event we go to. We do stuff. That thing.
Yeah. Oh,
we're social.
Yeah, super social.
I think it holds up.
I'm with my mom tonight.
I'm going with my dad on Tuesday.
Are you really? When did you get the tickets?
I got them 2 hours before the trade.
Oh, you motherfucker!
So it was cheap. I looked after the trade. It was like a $50 or $100 spike.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we got good tickets for a decent price, but I think it would still be like $50 less if they didn't just sign the best hitter in baseball.
Yeah, I was above the curve. I got in there. Giants Tuesday night. Center home plate. 10 rows really? Up. Gonna feeling good about it.
Who was pitching that night?
I haven't even looked yet. But I know the Giants are in town, so that's all I care about.
Yeah.
And I want one of those beer sticks. I've never gotten one.
Right? Those things look so fun.
Where do you find them? Where does everyone find them? I've been to a million games and I've never saw it.
I really hope it's like some beer bat rack where like some guy dressed up as a hitting coach is like, hey, come on in, we'll get you ready for the game.
That would actually be so sick.
Right?
Mike would be like, I'm not paying for this.
Yeah, it's like the wand getting experience at Universal.
Do you think the girls, okay, do you think girls have a hot crazy scale, but it's like different, like ugly to nice ratio?
It's,
I feel like we need a girl to answer this, but
I don't know what girls look for.
I don't know what girls
Not
want
me normally, but
I don't know what women like. I don't know what girls want.
yeah,
I don't know what goes through their heads.
I just know they like complaining. No,
I just know that they like eating a lot healthier than I eat.
Yeah. I was watching with In the Knight's Tale. I was like, this is some classic woman tomfoolery. When she was like, I want you to lose.
I want you to lose for me. And he's like, what?
He's getting jousted in the chest over and over again. And then she sends her like fucking lady friend, the mute one that every girl has. To be like, hey, she wants you to win now. And he was just like, I hate her. But you could see the love in his eyes.
What if he died during that losing streak? Like any one of those things could have just stabbed him.
Like a splinter to the eye. And then she's like, ooh, I only date partially blind men.
I only date non-disabled men. That's like
an eye.
That's like if your girlfriend asks you, like, what if I was fat? Like, would you still love me? And you're like, maybe.
Yeah. You're like, oh, but we don't need to think about those kind of things.
Yeah. Right? I'm like, well, you're not fat. You'll never be fat. So don't worry.
You're gonna go to In-N-Out again? Just trying to lead her in the right direction.
Really? You're gonna have that a second? What about like a smoothie? What if just some shit?
You want maybe a lettuce bun with that?
That's so fucked.
Dick. No, I'm kidding. I love my fat chicks out there.
Well, they're called plus size, Trip.
Yeah.
If you've made it this far, Trip has decided that life would be better if we didn't have cars, and we're gonna give Trip a second to defend that claim.
I like this one. Do you remember how, like, I know you're a history nerd, but it used to like people used to take like months getting places.
Yeah.
Like, all right, son, you're 6 now. I'll be back when you're 11. I've got to go to the bank. And I think that look, everything we have and want is very easily accessible to us.
Yeah.
So our sense of accomplishment is very low, which is why everybody's like, oh, I need to do something important. I don't want to just make money.
Yeah, love that.
But I think if things were harder to do, such as going to the grocery store, if you had to walk there instead of driving there, you wouldn't give as much of a shit about, I don't know, saving lives.
Saving refugees.
During the sick, that sort of stuff. And your mental health would be a lot better for it.
I agree. I like that statement. And plus, it's like you have to defend your groceries on the way home. The roads probably aren't that safe.
Yeah, somebody doesn't want to walk as far as you just did, so they'll steal your milk and your eggs right from you.
They'll just wait right outside the grocery store.
They'll wait until about halfway down your path. Because I'm assuming, are the roads still there?
No,
like,
I feel like no concrete. Yeah. There's just cobblestone at that point. No, there was no reason.
Yeah, so I'd wear out my sandals like twice a week. I'd have to like weld new ones together out of straw.
Yeah, you'd be making a lot of your own stuff.
Postmates would be fucking expensive.
Postmates would suck. The guy's coming by carriage.
Okay. All right, I'll be there in March.
I'll be there in March, but like we still have phones. We still have everything else except for like transportation.
So I'm shooting him a text. He's like, I'm like, hey, can you hurry it up? He'll be like, dude, I've been walking for 2 weeks now.
I got other stops.
Yeah.
I've been robbed twice.
I don't even have your sandwich anymore.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna come to your house and hopefully you'll let me stay there because I miss my wife and kids.
Yeah. Also, I mean, driving is stressful.
Driving is stressful.
Take it very seriously.
Are you ever just like driving and you're like, this painted line is keeping me from getting hit by a like ton of metal and dying?
Yeah, I mean, it's, we are a society.
Yeah.
As Kanye said. It's like
we live in a society.
We live in a society. Thank you. It's like that Bill Burr joke where he's like, when I'm driving down the road, I think of how I'm a nobody. And if I just turned my wheel towards the sidewalk, I'd be on the front cover of like every newspaper. Oh, average Joe going to work. Oh, he didn't even try to slow down.
He just killed 10 people.
Yeah.
And ran his car through a laundromat.
Yeah. Stole the laundry while he was in there.
That's always, or like sometimes when you're like driving on like an empty road or like a bridge, you're like, if I flew off the side of the road, would I just walk away from this?
Yeah.
Like, fine. It's an unanswerable question almost.
Creek.
Yeah, if I landed in a creek, would I have any sort of damage to my body, or would I just be like that guy who walks away?
I don't know.
Maybe someday.
I think I just leave my car. Everybody knows what happened to me.
At that point, you just leave it. I feel like if my car, like if something goes so wrong, sometimes you just have to walk away. Like, that's it.
You're like, I don't want anybody associating me with this disaster.
Like if I ran out of gas on the freeway, I would just leave. I would never go back.
Do you remember when I ran out of gas leaving Cathedral?
Did you cause a whole traffic jam?
Dude, I ruined Delmar Heights Road. People were like driving by me like, you shouldn't leave your car there. Literally, one guy yelled at me, you shouldn't leave your car there. I was like, I didn't put it there because I wanted it there. You think I wanted it in the middle lane where nobody could see it? Literally, the sun was like at the perfect angle where you couldn't really see the light. So my car was just there, blinding everyone.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-hour traffic jam on Delmar Heights Road and just ruined everyone's commute.
Fuck. I had what was it? It was right after swim practice too. So I was like all covered in chlorine. I was leading a girl to go get burritos with like some of us. She was like, oh, show me where the place is. And I was like, all right. And then they pull up next to me when my car broke down. Yeah. And we're like, hey, are you coming? And I was like, nah, just go ahead without me. And she's like, nah, just U-turned and went home.
Just went home. You're like, fuck.
Wow, this is a disaster.
You also like live right next to a gas station and only like 5 minutes from the school. So it's pretty rough to not have gas. It's pretty rough.
Gas, for some reason, getting gas always stresses me out.
Yeah, like, I always wait till I'm past zero.
Yeah, I always wait till the light's on, and then I never fill up all the way. I always put in like $20. I have to get gas like 3 times a week because I never just. Ugh.
Only you would get gas 3 times a week because it stresses you out to get gas.
Yes,
that checks out actually, big time.
That fit, yeah. The shoe fits, man.
The shoe does fit.
All right,
well, you won't have to worry about that in Hawaii, though.
No, I won't.
You're leaving this week. Any closing remarks before you go on vacation?
Hopefully, I won't get sunburned.
Oh, that's inevitable.
Yeah, I know. You ever been to Honolulu?
I've been. It's great. It's fantastic. You're gonna love it.
Do anything cool?
Let's see. Played some beach football. Mike tore his Achilles. Murph cut his foot open on a coral reef, so that was cool. Nothing bad happened to me. I had a great trip. Yep.
Predictions to win the Premier League.
Predictions. This is Chelsea's year. We're reloaded, new ownership. Manchester United's out of it. Spurs are looking nice. Liverpool obviously there. I mean, actually, Man City. I forgot they have Haaland now. So
I think City or Chelsea might not even make top 4. But yeah, I've got City as well. Nobody's getting the goals. I don't see y'all scoring enough.
Yeah, I can see that. We'll see.
Right, we'll see.
All right. Well, I'll see you next time.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. We'll see you.
All good. Have a good trip.